Hello, I'm Margaret Workman, and I wanted to share with you another answer I had for my leadership course at Colorado State University. I have learned much about leadership and management strategies. I have always considered them to be the same and never separated them into different ways of bringing people together for a common cause or to complete tasks. This information is very valuable and beneficial for me to understand. This understanding will help me in the future when I am trying to look for employment. I will be able to judge if the organization that I want to work for will be good at both, because that is what I would want in order to be successful there. In researching companies, I will be able to see from their own success with other companies if they promote leadership as well as management by seeing how they promote themselves on LinkedIn or in newsletters that they may have for their companies. I will be able to see what type of ideas that they promote about leading people versus managing them based off of this information about being good leaders and checking it against the information that they promote. I will understand what type of company I would like to work for and if it is a new business and how well they listen to employees about growing and improving their company. I would like to use both management and leadership techniques in leading employees. Someone who can get daily tasks done along with team members while thinking of the larger goals of the company. Since I am getting my degree in accounting, I would like to have my own business, helping people with their business and personal taxes. I already have a business on eBay where I sell used clothing and art that I have made, and photography as well under Warponie Art. I am making connections on Twitter, LinkedIn, and a few on TikTok. And I have a website through SparkPage. Making these connections now, I believe, will help me in the future business prospects. Mahatma Gandhi is a man who I have always thought of as being a great leader. He inspired global changes in the world around him and each community that he was a part of. The Encyclopedia Britannica said this about Mahatma Gandhi. He was the catalyst, if not the initiator, of 3 of the major revolutions of the 20th century. The movements against colonialism, racism, and violence. He wrote copiously. The collected edition of his writings had reached 100 volumes by the early 21st century. Mahatma Gandhi followed Satyagraha, which is a policy of passive political resistance. He was against the British presence in India, and he wanted India to be free. He led people in the communities where he lived in following this policy. He caused a social change this way, which caused the British rule to leave India. India eventually became a free country. Many people who were in the government sought out Gandhi's way of communicating in order to mediate disputes and for reconciliation for peace to be in place. He was educated in religion, politics, and social justice. He brought truth into those situations, and he won people to him and his belief system because of how he presented those subjects. He helped people to unite together who had opposing belief systems. He wrote Hind Swaraj in 1909 and wrote many other documents about nonviolence. He questioned the paradigms of materialism and directed people away from the situations of colonialism and industrialism. Many scholars believe him to be the cause of several movements against societal norms. He was called to instruct other leaders of societies who were desiring to reform society as well. He became a lawyer at the age of 24 and was asked to lead the Indian community in India. He was leading them from the age of 24 to the age of 45. He also started small communities or villages called ashram communities. These communities followed the philosophical beliefs of Mahatma Gandhi and were active in working for social change by helping people to have social awareness about politics. He led these groups in South Africa and India, and other groups were led elsewhere by others who were desiring to follow his beliefs as well. He desired for the philosophies that were being followed in these communities to be also implemented in the government arenas. He believed that there had to be actions behind these belief systems in order for any situation to change for the better. In my opinion, he was the greatest leader of all time because of his impact on the society around him, and how many people in every province respected him because of how he presented his philosophies in order to effect social change. When I think of managing a grocery store, I think of a management style approach. I have worked at a few grocery stores, and the techniques of management were used to manage employees. In each department, the daily tasks had to get done, and the managers did not take the time to implement any leadership styles of management. We were directed as employees to follow instructions, and the leadership style of managing was never implemented. I believe that the leadership role that Mahatma Gandhi used was more effective in changing the world. For the managers of these grocery stores, they treated their positions as if they did not care to be there, and did not care to be positive influences in other employees' lives. Thank you for listening.